Good morning, friends. I can't wait to get started today. Let's sing our good morning song. Are you ready? Good morning, little sprouts. How are you? Good, good. Good morning, little sprouts. How are you? Good, good. It is time to start our day. We will learn and work and play. Good morning, little sprouts. How are you? Good, good. Great job, friends. All right, I want to know how you're doing today. Can you tell me? Those are some good words. Thank you. Today, I feel pretty good. So today is going to get 2 thumbs up from me. All right, let's get started by figuring out what day of the week it is. All right, show me your 2 fingers and your 5 fingers, just like this. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Great job! Do you know what day of the week it is today? The last time we had preschool, it was Monday. And yesterday it was Tuesday, which means that today it is Wednesday. Great job. Today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, and we're going to have some fun. Okay, we have figured out that it is Wednesday. Do you remember what month it is? That's okay. Let's sing our song. Are you ready? January, February, March and April, May, June, July and August, September, October, November and December. These are the months of the year. Great job! Did you figure out what month it is? Good job! It's May. Can you say May? Excellent. Okay, so we have figured out that it is Wednesday, and we have figured out that it is May. So let's start counting. Let's head all the way down there and do some counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So today is number 12. All right, so let's write that on the board. Wednesday. May 12, which is a 1 and a 2. So Wednesday, May 12. Great job. All right, the trickiest part of all. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather, everyone? Is it snowy? Is it cloudy? Is there rain or is there sun? Can you use your looking eyes to look outside and tell me what the weather is where you are today? Good job. Today where I am, it is cloudy and windy. So the weather sloth is gonna have to dress warmly today. So I wore my rain boots to school. So I'm gonna have the sloth wear his rain boots and his pants. And I think today he'll wear this sweater. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think he's ready for school. Okay, so today for our craft or art activity, we are going to be painting a turtle. So we need a few things. We need some glue. We need some green paint. We need some eyeballs. We need all the green pieces from the kit I gave you. So there's a head, there's 4 legs, and there's a tail. So these are the things we need. Now, I gave you enough so that you could make a couple of turtles, but I'm only going to make 1 turtle today just to show you how it's done. So we are going to take our potato masher and I'm going to dip it in the paint. And I'm going to make sure I get paint all over the potato masher. I don't want a ton of paint, but I do want it covered. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to boop, press. And then I'm going to lift up using my helper hand. And there is my turtle shell. So turtles, if you don't know, they have a big hard shell. And their big hard shell is part of their skeleton, and it helps protect all of their insides. And so this looks like the outside of our turtle shell. Okay, so the next thing we need, you can do more than 1, but the next thing we need is our glue. Okay, and so I'm gonna glue my turtle's head on first. I'm gonna put some glue here, and then I'm gonna press, just like that. There we go. And how many legs does a turtle have? 4. So I'm going to put 4 bits of glue so that I can put the turtle's legs down. Did you know that one of the ways we can tell a boy turtle from a girl turtle is their claws? Did you know that Miss Tracy has a turtle? I do. And I might bring my turtle for our Zoom meeting this afternoon. We will see. My turtle's name is Earl, and she is a red-eared slider, and I rescued her from a not great living situation. And she is very smart. But one of the ways you can tell if your turtle is a boy turtle or a girl turtle is from their claws. And the other way is their tail. They have different tails, which I think is just super interesting. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so now what is my turtle missing? Eyeballs. So let's put our eyeballs on our turtle. Eyes on the turtle are almost on the side of their heads. So we need to make sure that our eyes are on the side of their head. Oops. There we go. Okay, and now my turtle is all done. There's my turtle. Before we get on to our storybook though, I want to talk a little bit about turtles. So there's turtles and then there's tortoises. So one of the biggest differences is that turtles live in the water. So my turtle, Earl, lives in water. She comes out to sunbathe on a rock, and sometimes she comes out to explore, but mostly she lives in the water. Ponds or fish tanks, that sort of thing. And then there's tortoises. So a tortoise lives mostly on land. So they don't need to live in the water, like my turtle. There we go. I'll just draw some dirt. So that's one of the big differences between the two. So today we're going to read a story all about a tortoise, not a turtle, because this is one of my favorite books. I love this book. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about other things we might find when we find turtles. All right, are you ready to hear my story? Excellent. I'm a good listener, read me a book. My hands are in my lap, and at Miss Tracy I look. When she sees I'm ready, she will say, "Here is the story I have for you today." So my story today is called The Foolish Tortoise. A tortoise, tired of being slow, impatient to get up and go, took off his large and heavy shell and left it lying where it fell. "Hooray!" he cried. "Now I've been freed. I'll see the world at double speed." Though faster, he was not express, and his protection was far less. So when he heard a hornet's drone, the tortoise crept beneath a stone. A hungry bird came swooping past. He looked so fierce and flew so fast. The tortoise hid behind some trees and felt quite weak behind the knees. "I don't feel safe. There's too much risk. If only I could be more brisk." He headed for the riverbed. A fish swam up. The tortoise fled. Along his way, our hero went and almost had an accident. A snake with open jaws slid near. The tortoise backed away in fear. A hare, a hound, a horse raced by. So rapidly they seemed to fly. The tortoise gasped, sat goggle-eyed. "I'll never be that quick," he sighed. He wandered on, the sun rose high. "I wish I had more shade," he cried. A sudden thunderstorm swept in and soaked the tortoise to the skin. The wind rose up, and soon the breeze was bending branches in the trees. The tortoise shivered. "Now I'm cold. I wish I hadn't been so bold. I think I've lost the urge to roam. I think it's time that I went home. Without my shell, I don't feel right." So when his shell came into sight, he climbed back in and said, "Good night." The end. Now, do you think that tortoises can actually take off their shells? No, they can't. They're not like hermit crabs. So hermit crabs can go around and use different objects for their home, but tortoises and turtles can't. So their shell is part of their skeleton and it's part of their body, and they can't take it off. So if you see a turtle, don't try and take off its shell. That's not a very nice thing to do. It actually really hurts them. There's different kinds of turtles. There's different kinds of tortoises. Some turtles and some tortoises live a really, really long time. When I adopted my turtle 10 years ago, I was told that she could probably live until she was 45, and she was only 15 at the time. So I still have a long time to spend with my turtle, which I'm very grateful for. Do you think that turtles are good cuddlers? Not really, but my turtle is a good escape artist. She likes to escape out of her tank and go exploring in my house, and sometimes I find her in the bathroom, or I find her hiding under the couch. Lots of different places that she finds that she just wants to hang out in. There's one thing about my turtle that makes her a little bit different than other turtles not of her kind. So she has these little red stripes by her ears, which is why she's called a red-eared slider. And mostly you can find them in rivers. I think you can find them in ponds and lakes. But my turtle lives in an aquarium in my kitchen, sort of dining room area. And she loves it. So she has a little rock and she climbs up on it, and she goes sunbathing sometimes. She loves to eat lettuce and other vegetables, snap peas, and I'm trying to think what else she really likes. We feed her mostly pellets, but sometimes she gets treats, and she really likes it. So that is our story about the tortoise. and my story about my turtle, Earl, who you might get to see this afternoon in a Zoom. I might bring her to school. We'll see. Okay, let's practice some of our sounds before we say goodbye today. We haven't practiced our sounds in a little while. So let's do some of the ones that we know. Let's practice our letter S, our letter A, our letter T, our letter P, our letter I, and our letter N. Let's practice these letters right now. Okay, so our letter S. Can you say S? Good job. Can you make your snake? And we'll sing our song. The snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. S, s, the snake is in the grass. Good job. All right, our letter A makes the sound ah, 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 ah. And it goes like this. Ants on my arm, ah, ah, ah. Ants on my arm, ah, ah, ah. Ants on my arm, ah, ah, ah. They're causing me alarm. Good job. What letter is this? That's right. This letter is T. T, 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 T. And when I watch the tennis game, my head goes back and forth. So move your head back and forth like this. And we sing our song. When I watch the tennis game, t, 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 t. When I watch the tennis game, my head goes back and forth. Good job. And then this letter, what letter is this one? P for P, 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 P. So we pretend we're blowing out our candle. P. And we sing our song. Puff out the candles on the pink pig cake. P, 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 P. Puff out the candles on the pink pig cake. Puff, puff, puff. Good job. What letter is this one? I. So we get our whiskers out. And we sing our song. Inky the mouse is my pet. She spilled the ink and got wet. The ink, it spread all over the desk. Inky is wet. Good job. And lastly, this one. N. So your tongue should touch the top of your mouth and you should go N. And we make our little airplane for our song. You ready? Hear the airplane, hear the airplane, hear the airplane, making lots of noise. Good job. So we practiced all of these letters. That's right, we did. Good job. You are working really hard on our phonics, and I'm super proud of you. We will keep working on these. We kind of took a little bit of a break from working on them, but we will keep working on them. Now, the rest of our week, this week is going to be spent on ladybugs. We're going to look at ladybugs on Friday. And then next week, we are going to start learning about, I think next week is our butterfly week, which will be really exciting. So Miss Tracy is getting caterpillars. And I'm going to put the caterpillars in an enclosure. And I'm hoping that we're going to have a camera where we can watch our butterflies while our caterpillars go through the different stages of their life cycle and turn into butterflies. Now, I'm waiting. So I have to wait for the place I get the caterpillars from to tell me that my caterpillars are ready. But I'm hoping that they will be ready really soon and we'll be able to do this. So we are going to talk about the life cycle of a frog. We're going to talk about the life cycle of a butterfly. And we're also going to talk about honeybees and why they're important. So those are some of the things that we have to look forward to the rest of this month, our month of May. Yeah, I'm really excited about what we're going to do this month. I hope you had fun making your turtles, like I had fun making my turtle. And I will see you all on Friday. So let's get out our working hands. Are you ready? All day long we worked and played, worked and played. All day long we worked and played, and now our day is done. Wave goodbye to all your friends, all your friends, all your friends. Wave goodbye to all your friends until we meet again. All right, friends, we'll see you soon.